On the way to meet Cameroonian refugees in Cross River State, Federal Republic of Nigeria. From ICOM, the chairperson, other members of the board of directors, and workers of the Community Refugee Relief Initiative, CRRI, are embarking on a long journey to Abokim in the Tung local government area. After several hours of drive, the sound of the 7 waterfalls, from which the name Abokim Waterfalls is derived, is heard. And then the voices of children rising to the sky in a welcome song. They are refugees from the northwest and southwest regions of the Republic of Cameroon, welcoming their visitors Sunday, June 20, ahead of the 2022 World Refugee Day.
That's a song that we hear each time we come here, and it just kind of resonated with us that we are back here at Abokim Waterfall.
The conflict in their country has rendered many of them orphans. For over 5 years, these children and parents have been seeking refuge here in Abokim in very difficult conditions.
With the suffer, if we not go work job, we not get something away with this job. And job here for Nigeria, it be scarce.
I have 3 kids. I don't have money to take care to the kids. I'm just struggling by myself.
It's not really that easy. You know, say when something happens, when you leave your own place to another place, it's not that really easy. It's just that like you just start a new life, a new beginning for everything where you don't get. Many do not get something doing.
The major challenges are we are facing where we have health and let me say and nutrition.
Hunger is a big problem. They have difficulty sending their children to school, and it touches us in a special way because education is the key out of difficulty.
This is the 3rd time the CRRI board chairperson and his collaborators are visiting them with food and medical supplies to enable them to experience the other side of life and what humanitarian work is all about. Dr. Atancho has come this time with his 2 children, Helen Rose Atancho and Bowen Atancho.
We kind of did a feasibility study to know what the refugees are really going through and where they really need help. And when we had a glimpse, we realized that there is need for us to raise our voices and cry out to, quarters that will listen. And fortunately, as God would have it, CRRI is one of those prominent voices, that listen to our cries. The very first time we came here 3 years or so ago, there was something about this community. First of all, they have so many children out here. And as a father, when you see so many children that are refugees, it touches you in a special way. So that's why we keep coming back here to Abokim Waterfall.
His vision is a vision of we need to help. We need to help people. And as a mother, when you come and you see kids suffering, you see other mothers suffering, you cannot just turn a blind eye. You want to be there and give the little bit that you can give just to give them that hope that there's something there for them tomorrow. We've been taking one step at a time, doing little bits at a time. And we don't have any sponsors. Everything that you see happening comes out of our pockets or the pockets of members of CRRI. We have a few people who reach out to donors, but we don't have any sponsor, no major organization. We are doing all this out of pocket and out of love.
We want to see these children be somebody or somewhere tomorrow, that they will be able to help others. So just our physical presence and the little that we share with them boost their morals and make them hopeful.
In a strange land is just to motivate them to, you give them hope that it is not all lost. So we are all together in it.
The first time we came here in 2019, I literally wept when I saw the suffering of children, mothers who line up for hours just to have a grain of rice. That was really something that really burdened us so much. Since then, we just made a commitment that whatever time we have, whatever resources we have, just to see that smile on someone's face speaks a lot to us.
They seem really bright and they seem really passionate about their own futures. And I feel like with that mindset, they're able to take their own control of their own futures. And that brings me joy because I don't want them to feel like they have to give up because of their circumstances. I want them to feel like they still have a chance. And I'm happy that a lot of them still have that mentality that they can overcome all the difficulties and that they can be the person that they want to be in the future.
It just makes me feel like that could have been me. Like, I'm just so grateful to be in a situation where I know where my next meal is coming from, and it just really touches my heart to know that there's people who, as much as they might not have the same things that I do have, they still have a good mindset that they can become somebody. And they're very happy people, and that just touches my heart.
The moment of fellowship brings much relief to the children and parents.
I'm even rejoicing more than the children that have those parcels.
They don't come for can't see we picking them. We're very happy with them where they come so.
They help. We are picking them where people they not get papa, they not get mommy. I thank God how they come for can help some of we parents will not get money, will not get nothing.
I want to just appreciate God so much for their kind gesture.
I love CROS because they are taking care of us.
Thank God for the CRRI that come and help us today.
We brought you some painkillers, ibuprofen. Like I said, I did not know that there was an established nurse here. Okay, so now that we know, we're going to try to bring more supplies to you when we come next, okay?
You, I'm very, very happy. I'm thanking the CRRI for what they have been doing upon our people down here in Ground 1. I say thank you very much.
I'm happy for your coming, honestly. No, if we stay long without you people visiting us, it's as if we are abandoned. But if we are seeing you like this, we are having hope.
Mr. Chairman of Abokem Community.
Abokem Refugee.
Yes, so we are very passionate about sports. That's part of the cultural, bringing people together. I hear you play with the host community, and that helps with integration, and that limits conflict. So we have been very strong and front and center with sports, especially soccer. So we've brought some balls that we're going to be giving out to the different communities, and your community is involved. I was just talking to your vice, and she said there was a female team here, but they don't have it currently. So hopefully, maybe you can give some balls to the female team, and then you can start from today to rebuild that female team so that the girls can play as well, okay? So on behalf of CRRI, please accept this token from us. And then now we have this stationery for the children. Some pens, some pencils, some erasers, some sharpeners. So we're going to go around and distribute it to them so that they can be ready. There's a little bit to get them ready for the school year, okay? So we'll just go around and distribute them.
The aid we're receiving right now is very, very formidable because the children we take care of, we don't even have money to buy pencils for them. We don't have money to buy things like erasers for them. It's very, very challenging. The parents too do not have the money. So what you've given right now is really going to help them a long way. They'll be able to have didactic materials, they'll be able to have pencils, they'll be able to have all these things, and it's really going to help them to obtain the best of education.
CRI has been going to other communities. There's Ajoso, which we passed before coming here. There is Ekom, there is Ogoja, which is the heart of the refugee activity, the refugee presence, where we have at least 3 settlements. And we have been at Benue State. It's that's actually the first refugee settlement that was established. It's under the Benue State. It's called Ikogen. We have also been at the ranch. It's a mountainous area where CRI has gone also to provide help to refugees.
From Abokim to Adagon 1 refugee camp in Ogoja, June 20, 2022. The CRRI takes part in World Refugee Day activities organized by the United Nations High Commission for Refugees.
I want to thank the Nigerian government for the accommodation that have accorded them for the past close to 5 years. Thank you very much. I want to encourage my brothers and sisters that you have not been forgotten. We're here to support, encourage you, and even though the darkness seems to be so long, there is going to be a light at the end of the tunnel, hopefully sooner than later. So keep hope alive.
For psychosocial support to the refugees, CRRI board chairperson Dr. Atancho Celestine hands over footballs to over 5 refugee settlements.
Another one, we have two set of balls, 12 balls. We have 2 bombs here as well. And this is for Adagon 3, and this is for Okene, and that's for Benue State. We're going to hand that for Calabar and Ajoso later. So thank you very much. Thank you for your hospitality. And my brothers and sisters, stay strong, stay firm. Thank you.
This dimension of relief is later put into practice the next day during an encounter pitting refugees of the CRRI and others of the Adagon 1 settlement. A friendly match won by the CRRI team 3 goals to 1.
Thank you all for a good game. The trophy that you see here is the Reverend Kula's trophy. Reverend Kula is the director of the CRS Center here. So he wanted me to hand that during my stay here in Nigeria. So we are doing that on his behalf. So we showed him some videos of you guys playing, and he's very, very happy. Yep. So this is the first time that he's doing this, and we're going to keep this tradition going. Because like you know, CRRI, we believe in physical activity. We think that goes a long way to help you guys focus. And it's healthy as well. So on behalf of Reverend Pu, I want to applaud you again. So what Reverend Pu designated here is The first position gets 50,000 naira. And the runner-up, 30,000 naira. And that's also going to go with the female team. They're not going to play today, they're going to play Sunday. So the female team are going to play Sunday, and it's going to be the same cash prize. Because we believe in gender equality, correct? Yes. So the female team, the winner, will get 50,000 as well, and 30,000. So because yesterday was World Refugee Day, and somebody said, you cannot bring a cup and take it back, but I think it was a fair game. So we're going to up your money from 30,000 to 40,000. Congratulations. That's right. And you are very skilled. It took us a few minutes here to realize your skills. You're going to go places. Keep it up, okay? Yes. Wow. I think you should take soccer seriously. Yes. Okay? Soccer and school. Right? Soccer and school. Take it seriously. Okay. And Mr. Chairman deserves a medal. Wow. Thank you for showing up this evening. You guys came powerful.
Earlier, a visit to some of the refugees in the Adagon 1 settlement, whose training in diverse walks of life was sponsored by the CRRI, will enable the organization to assess the level of progress made by the beneficiaries after graduation.
After graduating from the CRRI training, how were you able to put up this shop? Like the capital, how did you manage to put it together?
So it was not easy. Anyway, like the month of, that was last year, October, that was when we started. We first of all, we asked the carpenter to bring us this plan. When he came with it, there was no money to start up. So we asked one of our brother, who is a refugee, to help us and build the place. After he built the place, there was no zinc. So by then, we started I was just thinking, where are we going to get money to buy zinc, to roof this place? Well, God surprised us with money. So from then my husband, elder sister supported us with 25,000 naira, which equivalent to buy 1 bale of zinc.
Okay.
So we use it to roof this place.
Wow. Wonderful, wonderful. So what can you? What is your vision? What is the next plan of this workshop? If you want to expand this workshop to another level, what is that one thing that will enable you to take it to that level?
So, for now, I'm still thinking, like getting more stuffs in my shop. As you can see,
supplies.
Yes, get more supplies. There are no like equipment in this shop. It's not many. Like I have only dryer, one hand dryer, and one stretcher. So I need more. Yes, and a washer.
What's a washer?
Washer, nothing that we put.
Okay.
I thank God for the training CRRI gave me. It was not easy, but at least I was able to pick up something.
I'm very happy with the CRRI and what you have done to us, most especially for the knowledge they impact in us, especially in the Alumako sector.
I was in Taraba, so the CRRI members went to Taraba. So they asked for students who are willing to learn computer. So I was among the ones that were willing to learn computer, and I own up. To God be the glory, they accepted my apology, and I thank God they make it possible for me to come and reach here in Ogoja. They provided my transport living from Taraba to here. They gave me transport. I came and the feeding. Me staying here in Ogoja, they are the one feeding me, giving me food every month. Whatsoever I'm eating here in Ogoja is CRRI. So I really appreciate their effort.
It would later graduate a handful of other trainees at the CRRI Career and Empowerment Center in Ogoja on Tuesday, June 21, and at the Caritas office in Calabar the following day.
I've benefited a lot from CRRI, so I'm appreciating them.
I'm into aluminium, Alumako work, and I so much thank the CRRI for the great opportunity and the great handwork that they have given unto me.
The vocational training offered by CRRI, I did hairdressing. So after the training, having acquired the skills, I'm able to make wigs for sale. I do wigs at home for sale. I do hair treatments, and I also do my neighbors' hair. Those that want to weave their hair, they want to do braids, so I help them in doing it, and I'm being paid for it.
I was trained by the CRRI as a computer trainer.
CRRI trainers. I've been able to rent machine. I have contract with some schools there. I will do the contract to help myself, help my own mother and my grandson.
I'm training under the CRRI. I did Alumako. I do all sorts of glass work, all the swimming works. So since I acquired the training have been helping me. Although I don't have shop on my own, but at least what I benefit from the CRRI, the thing is helping me to sustain up to now since I came in Nigeria. So the only difficulties I have now is workshop and the materials, because when you want to apply for work, they would like to know your base, where you are working, so that at least in any check-up that they can check off the work, like the customer to check for his work, he will come to your shop. But if they don't find out those things, they will be afraid to give you work, that since you are not the citizen here, there's nothing that can prove. It's only your shop that can prove for them that truly you submit your work. So I've so much thank God for what the CRRI did for my life.
I study computer maintenance in CRRI, precisely in Adagon village under the local government of Ogoja. So the knowledge I acquire while studying computer maintenance, I can repair a computer, I can program a computer, I can install Microsoft Words, and so on and so forth. So this can help me to establish my own self, to help grow up my own family and my extended families. Thank you. A word for the CRI, especially the administrative. I beg and I thank them so much for their effort while teaching us.
What
the people are doing, they are surprised. What they brought for their children here, that they are very happy over it. Their prayers as elders of the community for the children who have learned the various traits that you people have embarked. Their prayer for them is that they will not only stop here, they will excel. Papa said you should not be tired, just as they are praying for you. You should equally not be tired. You should not only stop in CRRI or in the computer section, the ICT. You should equally involve in other trades like tailoring, welding, and every other, so that equally too the children will equally go forward in other field of endeavor and not only ICT.
Ale me carrega foli goli balera no ishop toro ale nenyo le mono no bakara o carno iga fol dul yo itimida yebe.
Papa said according to the scripture that the Bible has equally said it, that if somebody assists you in one way or the other, you should appreciate that person. So they are appreciating you, telling you much thank you.
A very big thank you. It has been wonderful all this while with CRRI, because as at last year, I knew the numbers of persons they have empowered up to this extent, which they have come in to put up a ICT center to impart knowledge on our people, both the refugee and the host community who are here. It has making it to go a very long way, which we are so happy, because we know all what it takes in this generation, that whatever step CRRI had taken is not easy. So we are so happy and grateful over whatever they have come to do with us here.
This gentleman here who makes this center run, of late, because we're trying to set up another center in Ecom, that has taken a lot of energy from them, that has drained them. They have been working the last 2 weeks to make sure that we open and launch the center in Ecom.
Throughout the duration of the training, it was a very great thing towards the people, CRRI, sending or partnering with them. It was a very wonderful. The children undergo a very perfect training, which I will start from a very common work that we are trained, we are undergo under aluminum by saying that sliding windows. We have all form of works, all form of windows and doors. Sliding windows, projecting windows, casement windows, transcom windows, the new inverted window that we have now in town. When we are talking about doors, we have been able to undergo a training or to train the children in terms of inch door, swing door, and many types of doors.
When they came to Calabar, a lot of boys were just stranded up and down, so now they gave me up to about 15 names for me to train. So later on they said they were not able to fulfill the 15. They should leave the other 3 next time. So they gave me 12. But the 12, in the next 1 year, 6 months, I was suffering a lot because they were damaging a lot of things for me in the garage here. So, well, but right now they are picking up very badly. So they are not even assisting me now. But they are doing well. So in the next 2 years, they will graduate. I'm training on mechanical aspect. So their training is for 4 years. So they have gone 2 years now. So it's remaining 2 years.
I have a fashion design center which will have trained so many of the refugees. I think if it comes to putting food on the table,
There's nothing is as good as you teach somebody how to catch fish instead of giving them the fish. While we stay with some of these trainees, we train them for the past 2 years, and some of them I think now they are established, they are doing on their own, they are even training others. So I think it's a very good initiative, and this is a very good way of creating jobs.
To step up the CRRI relief effort and sustainable assistance to the refugees, a multi-purpose center has been established in Ikom, launched in the presence of traditional and administrative authorities, dignitaries, including Margaret Etta from the Department of State Services of the Ikom local government area.
The main accomplishment this trip is the launching of our multipurpose center in Ikom, where we have workshops in tailoring, hairdressing, carpentry, alumako, and a modern ICT center to continue with our effort in information technology training.
I must really commend you. You know, giving to humanity is like giving for your tomorrow. Because by doing this, I don't think your children will ever lack. Your generation unborn will never see suffering. You know, for thinking about the next neighbor, or thinking about your human beings staying around you, or those that are stranded. Because we're here right from the beginning, I mean, we know what these refugees went through. First, those that ran to Ikom, a lot of them, some went into prostitution, stealing, but when this help started coming, you see some of them coming back home. You know, they feel at home. And they, all these stealing, snatching people's husband, the news started coming down. I must really commend you, and God will really bless you and your group. God will bless you richly, in Jesus' name. Amen.
It's really well. We really commend your efforts. Security-wise, she has touched a lot. And even behind me here, I have one of your representatives when the polling was that tough. She was always there, and often come to my office, and all together we used to do. So I must commend you and thank you and ask that may God continue to strengthen you people to do more.
The traditional rulers, they have expressed a lot of satisfaction with the fact that the coordinators and directors of this organization have done too well to have put together all the things they have put together to ensure for the past 3 years that these people who were homeless, these people who had pressing need, they have been taken care of. They have been cared for.
I am here today because of my brothers who have come a long way from the US to come and assist. Because here people are suffering, those who are suffering as refugees. I really want to appreciate them because as a father, when our children are out there, start doubting what is going on with them and how they're living. Well, they have done a lot to us that we have seen, thank also the Ikom community and all the members where refugees are found within Nigeria for the accommodation and hospitality that are given to them. I will talk about. I want to really appreciate the board of directors and the coordinators of this association for all the work that we're doing. Move into the hinterlands right up to Abom and other places. I also have my subjects who are my refugees here, so from here I'll visit them. I really want to appreciate the works of this association.
My sincere appreciation to the chairman of board of directors to this very, very prestigious organization. On behalf of all the refugees in Ikom local government area, CRRI have been doing a wonderful job for Ikom in particular. I remember when they came in here 2 years ago,
the number of refugees that they trained and they graduated, it was really staggering. And the triple effect is really visible in this community for what they have done for our people. And then coming up again with this wonderful initiative and opening up this wonderful center, I would call it a multi-purpose center. I have gone through it. It's such a wonderful place that not just the refugee in income are going to benefit, but members of the host community are going to benefit, in this very center also. This is the beginning of new things, and that from this center, more centers are going to spring up in income, because income is showing over 15,000 refugees.
I'm amazed, and I mean, what my uncle here is doing, and I'm praying that God, in His infinite mercy, will keep him and increase him more in Jesus' name. Amen. By the special grace of God, I lecture in the Bible college. I will not mention the name for security reasons, and we have most of the Cameroonians, who came all the way from Cameroon to, attend that college here in Ecom. And by His grace, I've really favored them. When I look at what they are going through, and honestly, I weep in my heart. And what my uncle is doing here is something that people should come together, put their heads together, and see how they can help the Cameroonians, the refugees here. They are going through a lot. I lecture in about 3 to 4 private schools, free. I want to say this, I'm donating myself free to CRRI as a pastor in charge of discipleship. So I'll be coming here from time to time to pray with them, disciple them. I lecture ICT can equally assist free of charge.
The various settlements, they indicated to us that they do that, and their handicap was having good walls. So these are for your settlement. We've given out to almost, say, to most of the settlements. So this belongs to your settlement of Sierra.
It has been a very challenging task for the CRRI to meet up with the ever-increasing demands of the refugees.
We have staff in Calabar, Ecom, Takum, and Ogoja. We have staff that are teaching the ICT centers. So on a monthly basis, we have to pay salaries to all of these folks. And they're all refugees. We try to hire refugees who are qualified to perform these roles. So that's part of the support that we're giving them. So it's difficult to run all of that, pay rents, and do the things we do. It takes a lot of financial resources to do that.
To succeed, Dr. Tancho and other great brains supporting the initiative, like Barrister Joseph Oloko, urge the refugees to be brave, pushful, determined, and above all, to have faith. For a peaceful stay in their host country, Dr. Tancho and Barrister Joseph Oloko will tell the refugees to be law-abiding, respecting Nigerian laws and authorities, and being of best behavior vis-à-vis the people and the host communities.